Timu Hitler in the White House right now that thinks that he is going to become the dictator of the United States.
I studied the Holocaust. I helped to build a Holocaust museum. This is what happened in the early days of the Nazi regime in Germany.
Hi, this is Nnamdi. Welcome back to African Viewpoint once again. I am your host, Nnamdi. I am glad that you are back to my channel, and it's all about Trump again. There is this historic accomplishment of Donald Trump, what he did in the Middle East by trying to bring peace in the Middle East, which he pledged before he became the president of the United States for the second time. And I just want to highlight or make a point concerning people that are calling him a racist and a Hitler, especially the people on the left. They call him Hitler, they call him a racist and all that. But this man has accomplished so much, that he has done so much for the Jewish people, more than any other president has ever done. It's unarguably what he has done. Let's look at it. Before United States, before he recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, many of his predecessors promised, I believe, in their campaign that they were going to move the United States Embassy from Tel Aviv, I guess, to Jerusalem, to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. But no one did. Obama promised that, I suppose. I may be wrong, but I suppose that he did. But he never accomplished that when he became president. When he became president, he was unable to do it because he was afraid. But it was only Donald Trump that has the gut to do so, to move the embassy of the United States from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, thereby officially recognizing it as the capital of Israel. And this is pro-Israel move, pro-Jewish Jew move. You understand? And you know what I'm trying to say. This is at the interest of the Jewish people, and yet some people will call him Hitler. And if you have not forgotten, Hitler is someone that hates the Jewish people. Hitler is somebody that tried to, wipe the Jewish race out of the face of the earth. That's what they call him, and yet he was able to do that. And secondly, he has a son-in-law, a Jewish son-in-law, who is married to his first daughter. If he was a Hitler, how would he try to associate with a Jewish person? Thirdly, in his first, in his first time as president, in his first administration, he tried to broker peace deal between Israel and Arab countries, which they call Abraham Accord. And he was able to bring a normalized relationship between some Arab countries with Israel. And he was about to do so with Arab and with Saudi Arabia before the COVID hit, and eventually is losing the election to Joe Biden, which I think there was something fishy about that. But I'm not going to talk about that one. All right, but he would have been able to do that. And when this man came into Joe Biden came into power, what did he do? Chaos everywhere. He was almost half asleep during his administration. He barely knew what he was doing. But Donald Trump was actively working for the Jewish people. And someone will now come out and call him a Hitler. Is he a Hitler? Really? I don't think so. He's not a Hitler. Not nearly. In fact, he's pro-Israel than any other president ever, any other American president ever before. So in this video and many other things even right now, he's also trying to, bring that same peace by normalizing relationship with other countries, with Abraham. He wants to continue with it. But let me show you video. of these people calling him Hitler and the rest. When we come back, then we wrap it up. So, but before we go any further, before we watch the video, please, I beg, in my country, I beg means please, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, like, and share so that other people will see it, and click the notification bell so that anytime I release a new video, you'll be one of those to receive it.
On a day of profound joy, of soaring hope, of renewed faith, and above all, a day to give our deepest thanks to the Almighty God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
President Trump with a powerful speech in Jerusalem yesterday, and he had a lot to say. In fact, a new column argues Trump's triumph is bad news for his adversaries. Here's a quote: Trump's successes make for bad news for his most zealous opponents. There was Trump addressing...
Oh yes, Trump's success make for bad days for his most zealous opponents. People that castigate him, people that critique him, I think they should be hiding their faces in shame right now. People that call him Hitler, racist, call him all sorts of names. If they can manufacture another name that is worse than Hitler, they will do so. But one thing you should know is that these people are not talking, are not actually, kind of talking in accordance to his actions, to what Donald Trump is doing. They are speaking from a place of hate. They are speaking from a place of envy. They are speaking from a place of pettiness. Because how can you call somebody a racist? A Hitler, but yet he has done so much for the Jewish people or Jewish community? You can only tell that to somebody that is not informed. If you know what Donald Trump has accomplished, you won't say that. But people like Jasmine Crockett and people like the governor of Minnesota and governor of Illinois, they are coming at him, telling him, you will see the video as we progress, about how they are calling Donald Trump Hitler, a Nazi, a fascist, a racist. These names have become so, kind of meaningless because of the rate at which they are using it. I've said this several times. Any person that knows and that is well informed about what is going on right now will know that this is all about politics and hate. But let's continue and see what.
in the Knesset, standing by the Israeli flag, receiving ovation after ovation. Let's just say it wasn't a good time for the Trumpist Hitler people. All of that a quote in that op-ed in the Washington Examiner. Here are some of those people.
We have a Timmu Hitler in the White House right now that thinks that he is going to become the dictator of the United States.
I studied the Holocaust. I helped to build a Holocaust museum. This is what happened in the early days of the Nazi regime in Germany.
Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets. They're in unmarked vans, wearing masks, being shipped off to foreign torture dungeons.
Kind of like, the orange orangutan, the Timmu Hitler.
These are but very few people, the sample of very few people, or Democrats or liberals or people on the left that are calling Donald Trump a Hitler. Just like you have seen for yourself, Tim Walz of Minnesota, governor of Minnesota, and J.B. Pritzker of governor of Illinois, and then the congresswoman that calls herself Jasmine Crockett. They all came out. This is just a few sample of people that called Trump a Hitler. But it does not, fit in a square. It's just like they said, how do they put it? That a square peg in a square hole. But in their narrative, what they have is a square peg. They are trying to fix it and put it in a circle hole. It does not fit. So, and any person with two brain cells that could rub together will know that these people are just speaking from a place of hate and politics. There is nothing other than that. Donald Trump he has this kind of approach, a kind of different approach to things. He approach issues from a different angle that they are not used to. Donald Trump is approaching issues like he has this carrot and stick approach to matter. He uses American strength to get what he wants. And there's some people call him bully. People like Jimmy Kimmel, they call him a bully because he does that. He does the right thing. This man is not emotional. He does not walk or act from a place of emotions. But people on the left, they always act from a place of emotions. Emotion does not, kind of replace the truth. The truth will always be the truth, regardless of how you feel about it. And in my own opinion, he's doing what he should do, what the law, he's trying to enforce the law of the United States, and he's also trying to bring peace all across the world by asserting the power of the United States. That's the way I see it. So, as you may have seen, this is really not the case. Donald Trump is a pro-Israel, pro-Jewish people president. He's a president that will never be forgotten. Even unfortunately, he didn't get the peace. He's the president that uses the power of the United States to club other people or bad actors into line, to make them to get into line and do the right thing. He's using the carrot, also rewarding people or countries that are actually trying to cooperate. And people are calling him a bully. I don't think he's a bully, because you have to have a leader that is strong. You have to have a leader that other people that is leading will listen to. I think he's considerate, but he shows his strength when you are resisting, when you are trying to derail plans that he has. So that's what I think about it. So what say you? Whatever you think about this, if you have any comment, please put it in the comment section below. Let's discuss from there. Let's talk about it from there. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel. It's really helped me. Click the notification bell so that anytime I release a new video, you'll be one of those to see it. And also click the like button and share. It's very important. It helps my channel to grow. With that being said, thank you very much, and God bless you. See you in my next video.